Hello my dears, it has been a while since I've been on the couch, but welcome back to my channel. Today I wanted to talk to you about something that I hear all the time, and that is what to do if you've been cursed or hexed. Now, before I begin, I just want to say that being cursed or hexed is not as common as people think it is. A lot of times when things are going poorly in our lives, we tend to think that someone is to blame for that. And if we know a witch or we know someone that we think might be a witch, we automatically go, oh, I'm being hexed by this person, or this person is cursing me, or I feel like maybe they've done something to me because I'm having a run of bad luck. Sometimes that run of bad luck is caused by our own actions, and we don't want to admit it or even notice it or look at it in that way. We want to blame someone else. Just be careful. Think about it logically before you jump straight to someone has hexed me, because I'm telling you, it doesn't happen that often. But if you've done something wrong to someone, you've hurt them, or you've deceived them or betrayed them horribly, you know that they were a witch and that they've been in your house, especially if they've been in your house after you got into whatever tip you're in, then perhaps they have done something. You never know. Just in case that has happened to you, and I'll talk about some things that you can do to remove a curse or hex and what you can do to protect yourself from having it happen again. First, what is the difference between a curse and a hex? It differs between witch to witch. For me, a hex is something that you have decided to do to somebody. You have maybe an item of theirs, you have a ritual set up, and you are putting a hex on this person for a specific thing that they've done, and you have a specific way that you're hexing them. Say you're going to make their hair fall out, or you're going to make their car break down. You know, you're putting that all together into this hex. Bam. A curse can be done by anyone at any time, without much energy. You can curse yourself. I feel like I'm cursing myself with these freaking pieces of hair that keep falling in my face. Okay. A curse can be said to anyone at any time. Say you're at 7-Eleven. I feel like I use a 7-Eleven analogy all the time. I don't know why. Say you're at 7-Eleven. Someone cuts in front of you in line and you get mad at them. Maybe you have a little fight. You wish they have the shittiest day ever. And that right there is a curse. Depending on how angry you are, depending on how often you think about the thing that you're cursing someone with, it's going to start to happen. Believe me, I have never hexed anyone ever in my life, but I know that I have cursed people, and not at all on purpose. I would never do anything to hurt anyone ever. I try so hard to be as kind as possible, but I do have a very imaginative mind, and sometimes I'll go to a place in my mind where something is happening to somebody, but it may turn out great in my mind story that I'm making up, but because I've been thinking of it so often, it starts to happen. That sounds crazy to some people. That's okay. You know, I don't know why you're watching this video then. Think positive thoughts and all of those things, because when you grow up in a house like mine, whatever you say, whatever you think about over and over again in your mind, those things will start to happen. So if you think you have been hexed, something is wrong, you have bad luck all the time, and say like you're losing money for no reason, and this has nothing to do with you, you're making all the right decisions, but these things are happening to you without any reason, then perhaps you have been hexed. Some ways that you can tell if you've been cursed or hexed are these. A, you are extra tired all the time. You sleep longer, you feel tired during the day, more than usual, and not for any reason of your own. That's your energy being sapped away by the person who was. 2, you lose your appetite. For no apparent reason, you just don't want to eat, you don't want to drink, food is just unappealing. 3, you're having nightmares. This is a big one because contacting or torturing people in their dreams is something that can be really enticing to a lot of people, I think. As someone who does a lot of magic with dreams, not okay. If you've been having restless nights, can't seem to get to bed, you fall asleep but you wake up all the time, or you're having dreams where you feel completely out of control, like bad things are happening to you while you're asleep and you can't do anything about it, or it's hard to wake up, can also be a sign of a hex. Not always. A lot of times it's a sign of having too much caffeine or sugar before going to bed, or of being insecure about something, fear in your waking life, things like that. Those can also cause bad dreams, no sleep, blah, blah, blah. But sometimes it's a hex. Another one, not being able to enjoy sex. This is an awful curse. You're not receiving any pleasure or anything like that. you're not turned on. Things are not happening for you the way you want them to, and it's completely out of your control. It's not because of how you're dieting or because of where you're working out or any medicines that you're taking. It's from some kind of completely outside source. Maybe it's a hex. I want to say maybe it's for everything because I'm telling you it's so uncommon. I know I've said it 1,000 times already, but I've also seen hundreds of people freaking out thinking they've been hexed when they haven't. They've just switched to a new birth control and it's making them a little bit more sensitive and it's making their hormones go crazy or you're pregnant, whatever. Just be logical. There's a bucket. I am blessed. And last but not least, a very simple sign, you'll be itchy. Now this is if someone has made an effigy of you or someone has made a doll of you and they are using it to try to control you. Only very skilled witches or witches with this gift for that can do that right away. A lot of times all that person can do is make you feel itchy. And that can be horrible in itself. So if you have unexplained rashes on your body or like flu-like symptoms, a lot of times it will come along with that. You know, coughing, sore throat, things that wouldn't really make sense unless you were catching a cold. Itchy, coughing, sore throat, sneezy, indigestion. The first thing you do is a salt bath. A salt bath is something that's very easy. It cleanses your aura, gets rid of anything negative on it. If it's a light hex or a light curse, one salt bath will knock that out. If it's something heavier, if you've actually lost your house or you've lost your job or something where your life is very much altered because of something that someone has done to you, and you're going to want to do a longer cleanse. I would always suggest doing a 7 to 9 day cleanse. Start that cleanse right away. You can start with the lemon halves, which is I think a Whitehurst. It's not just by Whitehurst, but I know she writes a lot about it. She writes about it on her blog. To cut a lemon in half, and on both halves of that lemon, sprinkle sea salt, and then cleanse your aura with that lemon sea salt half. Something that I've always seen done in my magical circle is to be cleansed with bone set. So bone set is a weed that is found all over the place. I do have some. I don't know. So you can take the plant like as a flank, like take some right out of your yard, and you would dip it in moon water, like full moon water, and then you would shake that water on yourself, like as if you're dripping those drops of water from the bone set onto your body to get rid of this curse or hex that is on you, while saying a prayer to release that hex, and then you would get into your salt bath. Do that every night for 7 to 9 nights until you'll feel yourself being loosened of the curse that's on you. Another thing that you can do, which is a lot more tedious, but it really helps, is to wash all of your shoes, all the shoes that you wear outside, wash the soles of your shoes, and I would cleanse the insides of your shoes with smoke, because a lot of times when you're being hexed, people will be taking the dirt from your shoes, so they come in and like steal the dirt from your shoes and use that to hex you. So cleaning all of your shoes and removing that intention from the bottom of your shoe is great. I would clean the bottom of your shoe with a slice and half lemon. Lemons are wonderful for cleansing and really getting rid of the stank of your energy. Get rid of that stank. So the lemon rubbing on the bottom of all of your shoes really helps to get rid of any hexes, as well as a salt bath. I'm doing a salt bath with everything. If you feel like you've really been hexed, I will go at that in more than one way. And like I said, for 7 to 9 days to really get rid of it. It's also really important to know that after you are cleansing yourself of whatever has been put upon you, you want to get rid of it, and then you want to protect yourself afterward. You don't just want to cleanse and get rid of all that energy and then leave yourself open for it to happen again. You want to seal yourself up, so prevent that stuff from going on again. So what I like to do after I remove anything from any place is to protect it with amber as well as frankincense. You burn those on your charcoal disc and go around your home and do it that way. You can also do a gold seal, which I love doing. Now, gold seal. Wrapping yourself or your home or your aura in a thin layer of glass. And even though it's a thin layer, it's a very strong layer so that beautiful things can still get through, but nothing that wants to harm you can get through. And for that, I use a golden seal herb. If I have any gold leaf, it can be kind of expensive, but I do love using it for magic. I use rutilated quartz and tiger's eye and make an elixir of this. So you would use, again, some full moon water or some dark moon water. If you have dark moon water made, beautiful. You can even make it an elixir with alcohol, like rubbing alcohol, or an elixir with the vinegar. And you would just put these things in a bottle, tiger's eye, all the crystals and stones, and the herbs together in a bottle. Fill that bottle up to the top, whatever liquid you're going to use, full moon water, dark moon water, vinegar, You can even use salt water, alcohol, whatever. Fill it up, leave that in there, shake it up, put your intention on that bottle. You are sealing your home from anything negative that will come into it. Or yourself, sealing your home or sealing yourself. You would either put it in a spray bottle, spray it outside your home all around the outside. You either spray yourself with it, spray inside of your car, any space that you're going to be in after you've cleansed it of everything that's negative inside of it. You're going to protect it with this spray that you have made. You don't have to put it in a spray. You can actually put this elixir into a tiny little bottle, put it in your purse, or hang it right above your door. What is that, like a door? This is the top of your door. You can hang it when, you know. You can even stick it on top of your door ledge if you have a door ledge, and that's going to protect and seal your home from anything coming back in and swiping your butt up. It is super uncommon for someone to actually be cursed or hexed, but if you know that you are, please go right ahead and be the person who gets rid of that. Just cleanse yourself of that and get it over with. Move on. Do not dwell on it. Do not freak out. Do not give it more energy than it deserves. That is something that I should have said at the beginning. A lot of times people will put so much energy and so much nervous buzz around the idea of being hexed that will give it more and more and more energy. Anything negative needs more negative things to be fed. Misery loves company, and that is 100% true. If you believe someone has put something bad on your life, then combat that by being happy, strong, positive, and not letting it bother you in the first place. Scrub this shit off of you, and then move on. Check yourself and move on. I think I've already made a video about protection stones and crystals. I don't remember if I have. I'll look and see. If I have not, I will make one for you. How long have I been talking? It says 4 minutes. Is that real? I don't know. Ways to stop cursing yourself. Think about the thoughts that go through your head all day and write down every time you have a negative thought about yourself or your situation. At the end of the day, look at how many times you've written something negative about yourself. Oh, my head is itchy. I'm cursed. JK. Try to change some of those negative things to positive, or change them to things that you can do about the situation. This is something that I have to work on daily. I get upset with myself if I'm not doing a certain amount of things in the day. So changing the way that you think about yourself and your situation and kind of putting more of a positive spin on that situation, or making it a goal to change it, is a much better way than just like pooping on yourself all day, because that is literally cursing yourself. It really is. And be careful what you say to other people, because even though your words may not seem like they affect the situation very much, it could still affect that person. If you're someone who overthinks, then you know how it feels when someone says something to you that hurts your feelings. You will play that over and over and over and over and over again in your head, and you will, dwell on it, and you feel just awful, just crummy. And imagine if you were the person who said that thing and made someone feel that way. Not everyone's going to tell you that you've cursed them. Not everyone is going to say, when you told me that thing, you made me feel awful. I thought about it for weeks. You will not know, because people are afraid to say it. So just be careful what you're saying to people and how you say it. Just be conscious, be aware of those things when you're talking to somebody else and when you're talking inwardly to yourself. And be really careful if you're trying to remove a hex and you go to someone else for help, because there are lots of people that will charge you hundreds of dollars to remove a hex when you can do it yourself, I promise you. All of the things that you learn from magical teachers, from YouTube, from me, from books, from other people, it's to empower you to do things for yourself, because no one is going to care about your magic or the outcome of your life more than you. Keep that in mind. All right, I'm going to go ahead because I'm being handed a kitty. If you guys have any other questions, if I've been vague or weird, go ahead and let me know in the comment section, and I will clarify anything I can for you. You guys have a great day, and I will see you all in the next video.